know, you've already paid for the next one, so would you?
This video was captured in July 2025. The footage was captured by a security camera placed inside a house. The person who shared the video explained that there is a motion-activated camera installed in the living room. It only begins recording whenever someone walks in front of it. However, something unusual happened that day. While the homeowner was away at work, he suddenly received a notification on his phone saying that the camera had detected movement inside the house. The camera began recording, even though no one was visible in the room. A few moments later, the family dog walked into view and started acting in a very unusual way. But what happened after that was even more chilling. Let's take a look at the footage. At first, it's very hard to notice anything unusual. But when the footage is enhanced, something strange becomes visible. You can clearly see the dog's collar being pulled tightly, as if an unseen force is tugging on it. The man who shared the video explains that the collar was fastened securely, so it wouldn't just slip off by itself. He also says that after this event, his dog started getting sick repeatedly in a strange way. Because of what he saw in the footage, the man believes that the house might be haunted and that some hidden presence could be trying to scare the dog. So, what do you think about it? The next clip shows a young girl returning home one evening in the South, but it appears that something may have followed her back, and whatever it is doesn't seem entirely human. This next incident happened on February 7, 2003, involving a woman named Nicole White. Nicole had recently been given a security camera as a present, and on that day her brother and sister were helping her set it up and test it inside the house. Nicole's brother also had a very unusual hobby. He enjoyed collecting ancient artifacts, fossils, and other archaeological items. Some of these pieces were rumored to be cursed or even haunted, which always made Nicole feel a bit uncomfortable around them. While they were testing the camera, it unexpectedly recorded something truly shocking. In the footage, a dark and shadowy figure can be seen appearing for a brief moment near her brother. The shape looked somewhat human, but its form was twisted and unsettling. Later, Nicole explained that when the footage is brightened, you can notice something even more disturbing: large horn-like shapes on the figure's head. Because of this, she believed the shadow might have been a goat-like entity or some kind of satanic presence, possibly drawn to the cursed artifacts her brother had been keeping inside the house. The next clip was recorded by a security camera late at night. At around 2:00 a.m., a security guard received a phone call from a coworker who told him that someone appeared to be moving near the company building. Concerned about the situation, the guard quickly went outside to check the area. But what he experienced next was absolutely terrifying. At first, the security guard looked upward, as though he had noticed something unusual. A moment later, he suddenly ducked down and hid behind a wall, reacting as if whatever he saw had frightened him badly. Then something extremely strange happened. Out of nowhere, a transparent humanoid shape briefly appeared. However, only its legs were visible, and there was no upper body at all. Within seconds, the mysterious figure vanished just as quickly as it appeared. It even looked as if it had dropped down from the sky. So, what do you think appeared in this footage? The next clip was uploaded to YouTube by Kelsey Hansen. In the video, she appears to have captured a mysterious orb-like figure floating near the front porch of her home. This next video was captured by a security camera inside a small shop in Yemen. The footage was later shared on Instagram and has recently gone viral. At the start of the clip, the shop owner is seen standing alone, late at night. Then, without warning, a woman suddenly walks into the store. What happens after that is truly terrifying. Let's take a look at the footage. The man later described the woman's face as extremely terrifying. Her skin was pale and gray, and she began asking him bizarre questions like, "Who died? And why are you listening to the Quran?" The man was completely terrified by her presence. Many viewers in the comments noticed something even stranger. They claimed that the woman's legs didn't look normal. Instead of feet, she seemed to have hooves like a goat. Others said her eyes were completely black. It's believed that she might not have been a normal human being. Late at night, a group of friends was walking down a quiet street when they suddenly noticed a figure unlike anything they had ever seen. Up ahead, they saw a humanoid figure walking calmly, but it had no head. Its body moved smoothly, as if nothing was missing, leaving the friends frozen in place, unable to speak or even breathe. What they were witnessing was a ghostly spirit drifting down the street. A woman was home alone when her Ring camera detected movement outside. At first, she assumed it was just her husband coming home late from work, as he usually did. But when she reviewed the footage, she noticed something unusual that immediately caught her attention. If you look closely at the patio door, you can make out the faint outline of a little girl standing there, completely still and silent. Then, Just as suddenly, she vanished into thin air. The woman still has no explanation for what she saw, other than it being something paranormal. A food delivery driver, navigating through an unfamiliar city, had a shocking encounter that was caught on camera. As he was handing over an order, he suddenly realized that the figure in front of him had no head. The footage, which quickly went viral on Facebook, shows the driver frozen in disbelief before running away in terror. While headless apparitions have been reported in various parts of the world, it's rare to see them so clearly, making this one of the most unsettling encounters ever recorded. This next video was captured by a security camera inside home. Rianne explains that her young daughter loves doing hair, so she keeps a styling mannequin head downstairs. On this particular day, while Rianne was sitting in the living room watching TV, something terrifying and completely unexpected occurred.
Oh, it can be something quite natural. Everything makes sense. And you're going up what they call the bridge. You're doing this outing, and this is good. And the next one, well, it's not quite as good. It didn't quite make sense to you, but, you've already paid for the next one, so we'll do that one.
The bridge, it's a metaphor. Your spirituality, your relationship to others. The person is supposed to become more able as they go up the bridge. And then there are the Patios operating faith and faithfulness and spiritual being.
The mannequin's head began moving in a strange and unnatural way. At first, no one seemed to notice, but when it moved again, both Rianne and her daughter saw it clearly. Terrified, her daughter ran straight toward her mother, screaming in fear.
Clip 2. My little girl jumped off the couch, ran over to me. I'm frantically telling my husband, oh my God, she just looked at me. My daughter's covering her mouth. I'm like, oh my God. He's looking behind, there's nothing there.
Rianne explains that they looked behind the couch to see if anything could have caused the mannequin's strange movements, but they found absolutely nothing. So the question remains, what do you think really made the mannequin move? Thanks for watching. These were the top 10 ghostly encounters caught on CCTV and doorbell cameras, proof that sometimes the unseen world is closer than we think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest spine-chilling footage.